And it goes a little something like.
What up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the DUMO Podcast, episode 14. As you can tell, me and Audrey are actually sitting here together, so that means we have another guest.
Special guest today, as you guys know, the vibes is here. Yo, the lighting is nice, bro. But today we're going to be introducing a very special gentleman.
Yes.
Goes by the name of
Tashi.
He wanted to hear the intro. He wanted to hear the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? What up?
What you up to, bro?
Nothing, man. Just came from work today.
Yeah.
9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know the life.
Yes.
The 9 to 5 life.
The good life. 9 to 5. Retire at 55.
It's a clown.
All right, guys. So before we actually start and go on to the episode, I just want to let you know, I want to introduce you to, this is my brother Tashi, my older brother. Pretty much a guy I respect, the guy I look for advice, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much the person that gives me advice, like kind of like a mentor, you know, gives me a lot of advice, even though I don't ask for it. I try to come, sometimes I come in, sometimes I come in just to talk out on rant, and they turns into advice.
An advice session?
Yeah,
that's good though.
You know, I can't help it. I don't know what it is.
Master Uguay.
It's hard because, you know, I don't like to give advice, to tell you the truth. I don't like to give advice. But if it's my brother or someone that's close to me, it's like I have to let them see the other side.
Pretty much, I feel like you only give advice to mostly family.
Family, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't give too much.
You should, yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, you want to help your siblings out to see, like, you know, the experience that I got, which is like 5 years more than you guys, right? Like, I'm 5 years older than you guys, and we grew up together.
You 25, right? So you're 20, yeah.
30.
No, I'm 30.
Look at you, bro.
I wish I was 25.
I was making sure you know what your age is.
Look at the beard, right?
Yeah, so guys, his name is Tashi.
Tosh for
Let
sure.
them know a little about yourself, yo.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Yeah, man, I'm Solon's brother, Andre's big brother. You know what I mean?
Man, finally, we starting using pads now. But go ahead.
Finally, I love it. I love your guys' intro. It's amazing, bro.
Yeah? 100%?
Yeah, I like it.
Appreciate
I like it a lot. And your freaking the settings, the camera, the things you guys do over here. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's episode 14. Because, you know, crazy. it's not like you guys are just stopping. This is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You guys are busy.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. With this stuff. We got our own things going on too, like work and stuff. So
right.
Andre got school.
Andre got school too, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, guys. So we starting school again next week. I'm taking like 3 classes. I passed. Hey guys, from the previous podcasts, I passed 2 of my classes. So
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep it short and simple. Now just 3 more classes.
Smart guy right here.
So almost done.
Wow. Hey,
but back
guys,
to you, Tosh. Back to you,
guys. Before we begin, I got a shout out to sharing because this is a black cask Macallan that's been imported from London, and it costs over like $1,000. So it's
just for the bottle.
So
just for the bottle.
So just this glass right here, if I was to drink it anywhere outside, it would cost me like, I would say $150 to $200.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't even give you that much.
Yeah, they wouldn't
give you half of that.
They would, that's why I say $150 to $200, because a shot is about $50 for Don Julio, which is only $200. This is like, we're talking about some $800, and that's why I missed my my second shot for my flu. So. But I scheduled it on
you
Sunday.
Said flu.
Not flu, COVID, my bad. You can tell I've been paying attention.
Definitely.
It's kind of like the flu, though, if you think about it. The percentage.
Yeah.
But it's not like the flu. It's really killing the old people, so we got to, even the young, so we got to, watch out.
You believe with that mandate? Like, do you agree with it? And
You know what it is? The mandate for what?
Like in New York, right? So in New York, it's we're the only state where it's like, oh, you have to everyone, like whether it's like events inside a public facility, you have to get your shot, whether it be your first shot or second shot. You just have to be vaccinated, and they're trying to mandate that, and they call it like the key to the city, the key. And if you don't have it, then you can't enjoy like the amenities that New York has to offer.
Okay. Yeah, man. You know what's so funny? We like me and my coworkers, we always debate about this, like especially about if this should be mandated, and we got two opposing views. But right now, I think this. Look, all the rich people are older, right? Because the older you get, the more wiser and richer you get. So they're in control. So this disease, this virus infects all the old people. So, you know, these old people, they got a lot of power. Now it's not mandatory to take a shot, right? But they're cornering people to the corner where it's like, it's mandatory. And I felt it coming. Like 4 weeks ago. And I told my manager, like, hey, listen. I was like, hey, listen, you know why I got the shot? I was like, I feel the restrictions coming. And I don't want to get it while there's like 10 people on the line. I want to get it right now when like it's only the late people that's getting it. So there's not that much line. I'm literally walking in 5 minutes, getting a shot, and then just coming right back out. Yeah. And it's, to tell you the truth, I did not have any effect. But like today I had a little headache, but it's not related to the shot because that was like 4 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, but you know, it's crazy that you guys said that because I just heard that I just saw a video and I heard that Arnold said, screw your freedom, take the shot. Screw your freedom.
Arnold who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, the California government.
Yeah, he said, screw your freedom, take a shot. And mind you, like, you know, some people they're like they disagree with him like so much. I don't know what you guys think about it.
I think people should take the shot.
But do you think it should be like mandatory? Like screw, it's not a choice because it's not a choice. Like you feel like you have to take it. It's like an obligation or responsibility.
I feel like it should be made into obligation. people should take it.
Yeah, you feel like that?
Of course, government, they're gonna, no matter what they do, they have control of everything. If they want you to take certain things, they can make you do that.
They could.
And you can already tell how controlled they are. You already feel that pressure because when I found out about the with the QR code where you gotta scan in to go to restaurants and stuff like that, they're gonna make it 10 times more like restricted for other people to actually start doing things. Yeah. So yeah, of course, no matter what, we gotta take it anyway. Should be, do I think people should take it? Yeah, we should. Okay. Because I feel like there's a percentage of doctors and even nurses. A lot of the first people that have to take it is the paramedic, the nurses, and the doctors.
Yeah, they're mandatory right now. Like
they have to take it
in New York,
and they're telling us to take it. Yeah, why would they kill the doctors off first? If anything, they will kill us first. Why would they kill the doctors and the nurses first? You know, so people get scared of some kind of conspiracy.
I think it's confusing information, but I want to hear what Andre says about what he thinks about this because this like I know Sonam agrees with the mandate, and he agrees that everyone should and it should not be a choice. But
yeah, so
what about you?
Yeah, for me, like my thing is like you have the obligation to take it, and if the government is obviously giving you guys warning like, hey guys, you guys need to take this because, you know, if you guys want to have access to all of the things that you want to do in New York City, you guys won't be having access to it unless you take this, right? But I feel like if a person doesn't want to take it, then they don't have to, right? And if they don't have to take it, then they just won't be enjoying themselves to, you know, they'll be essentially quarantined, right, from everybody else. I mean, if you could live that lifestyle, just being by yourself or being with people that are okay with you not taking the shot, then that's fine, you know. So at the end of the day, it depends up to you. But
so you agree with them or you don't agree? With them?
So I very much like have two different beliefs, and I don't know if it's contradictory.
So
but
you're
I'm in the
like
edge.
almost the same like me, like in the like. I don't know.
Like you're trying to say like it's a choice whether
it's
they want
choice.
to.
It's a choice. Yeah, I feel like they should just be more informed. You know what I mean? Because I was kind of confused too. Because I'm thinking, like, if an older person get a shot, right, of the 2 COVID shot, and then a younger person is sick with COVID that did not get a shot, right? And if he comes in contact with the person that got the COVID shot, shouldn't the person that got the COVID shot, the older person, be like a little bit more immune to the
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, so I feel like them making mandatory. I mean, but you know what? I don't agree with Arnold, to be honest with you, because I feel like you should give them the time and the choice. And sometimes some people, they never ever come to the conclusion, but at the end, like, you know, medical science, they always win, and
Maybe,
and
right, yeah.
you know, and people gotta follow, and that's how it is.
You just gotta think like this, like, because a lot of people that don't want to take the shot, they feel like COVID is like fake. If you if you think COVID is really true, and you know people that got sick and people that died from it, you probably know.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah,
And do you know anybody that died or got sick?
Oh, I do. I have some people from the congregation from my church that they say that he died from COVID.
Yeah, so it's like
no, but I know, like, friends and family.
Yeah.
Friends.
So we know, you know. So it's like,
so it is real. It's definitely real.
It is real. And the person that with the people that we know, they were pretty young too. They weren't old. They were like 30, 28, 25, even our age.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit, like, yeah, should we take it? Yeah. But I feel like, yeah, it should be a choice. But at the same time, no matter what, if the government wants us to do it, they're gonna force us to do it.
Yeah,
They got ways.
That's true.
It's gonna make it seem like it's not, but they're gonna put you in the corner.
It's so funny. Imagine you can't go to a restaurant because you're the only person that didn't get a shot. Like,
fuck it, I'm taking takeout, bro. I'm taking my food to go.
Oh, really?
I'm eating it in the park by myself.
Did you get a shot?
I got the shot, both shots already, so
Okay, so
it doesn't
you're fine,
apply
man.
to me. What I'm saying, like what me and Sonam and you is discussing is, what
A
what do
choice
you
or
agree?
a-
A choice, or should it be like a mandate? And I think it should be choice.
Oh wow.
You know, it should be up to the person, because
Yeah.
it wasn't. I don't think it's even what is that called? Is it FDA approved? I don't think, not FDA approved.
You know what? I mean, we know this.
Yeah,
We
FDA
all-
approved. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We know this. I mean, they said that the problem with the research and all these information that we have, they said that it's not fully tested and verified that it's so effective. But I believe it is effective because London, they all got a shot. One jab. They call it one jab. And then they all got a shot. And then like literally the COVID significantly declined after one shot. So I'm like, you know what? I have to go with statistics. I can't just be conspiracy theorist, and I have to go with data. And when the information is like from New York Times, from reports that, you know, because we're so skeptical, so it's difficult. But anyway, I mean,
besides from that, all
that was a hard
discussion.
No,
You know
but
what
it-
it is?
it's-
I don't like talking about COVID because I feel
You
like
should.
it's been so beat up so badly. Like everybody talked about it so much that like, but it's still so much things going on related to COVID. You know what I mean? Like the mandatory for, you know, having the CDC.
I wonder how really restricted they're gonna get.
Right.
It's crazy. Like,
I
you
mean-
can't take MTA.
Damn, bro.
GG.
I'm using City Bike.
You can't
biking
go
here.
enter nowhere. That's gonna be
Nowhere?
crazy. Yeah. Imagine they do some shit like that.
They're casting you out from the society. That's what they're
Bro,
doing.
I'm gonna start living in the woods. I'm gonna move to, where is it called? California.
California.
And then just live in Yosemite Park.
Bro,
That big ass national park.
You imagine next year we all turn into zombies.
Chill. I don't think that's gonna ever happen.
Nah.
That's all
It's
just
just-
science fiction.
like
I don't
we're-
think
I
science.
feel like
Like, I
we're
don't
already-
think the zombies.
I feel like we're already zombies in a different way.
Mm.
You know, like just working, all about the money, all about
True.
the, like we never get to be in the moment and think about like right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Besides
yo,
the
I'm
COVID-19,
talking a lot, bro. It's because of the.
let's strip away from COVID-19. I
whiskey.
think.
let's
But I want to know more about, because my brother, he's into, like, he calls himself like a philosopher.
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 Philosopher. Yeah, I
You know what it is? You know what it
Police
is?
officer.
No, philosopher. But no, it's philosophy. Just believing in
Philosophy.
philosophy as almost like everyday thing for me. Like I literally read a passage of, it could be anything related to stoicism, anything related to, you know, meditations from Marcus Aurelius. It could be any, like, but I do have a lot of time every day to read. And it's like, for me, I'm not complete yet. I'm not like, I feel like, you know how Goku, they have their final form. And I feel like my form is like, it's just beginning. It's all about, you know what it is for me? It's more about my, like the way you feel inside every day when you wake up. Like I don't have the sense of urgency that I used to have when I was like you guys, when I was your age. I had that sense of urgency, like I have to do something. What is next? What is next? Like something's always pestering me. So I never felt like so like peaceful. But now it's like literally nothing pestering me. So I'm like able to think more clearly, and I'm able to see life as it is. It's like, yeah, we're all playing this money game, but at the end of the day, if we're cool. If me and my brother, we're cool with each other, and we're not fighting, or me and my sister, we can still talk to each other.
Yeah.
If me and my mom is talking, if me and my dad is talking, and also, you know, just keeping good relationship with everybody. And it's not easy, especially with family, you know, and they know me, they know the real me. And that's the crazy thing, because I noticed like a lot of people, they don't know the real in the family. Like they could be their sister and their son or daughter, but they don't know the real son, like who the son actually is, because the son is putting up like this image that the parents want. You know what I mean? I don't put up like I try not to put up an image. Like I let people know clearly like what I'm about. And most people, of course, like because I'm so free with that, they judge very harshly. But then at the same time, like I don't blame them, because I do have a lot of things I gotta work on, you know. So I'm still working on things, and it's not like I'm like so far away from like perfecting my own wisdom, because yeah, all these philosophy and stoicism, like I was just reading today, all the teachers that we learn from, they're not our masters, they're just our guide.
Okay.
But we
like
can
Virgil.
Yes, but I don't know who's Virgil, by the way.
Virgil is this guy who guided, what's his name? Dante's Inferno.
Dante Inferno.
Yeah, you probably heard about it.
Yes, the seven
deadly sin. Oh no, the gate.
Seven hell gates of hell.
The gates of hell.
Yeah.
So like, simple short, Virgil is the guide, because he said guide, and Dante was the guy who went through on this journey
Dante's Inferno.
and figure out like, oh, like this is how hell is like, and they have like certain levels to like the different types of sins that you do and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's cool. I got interested in it because it was a game.
It is. Oh, you learned it in a game?
I learned it in a game because they had a game and it was so cool. I was like, yo, this game, like, it's an old ass game though. It's probably like 2010.
That was my English 2800 at Baruch.
What?
My class. Like I had to read the Dante's Inferno from the one of those anthropology books.
Oh, okay.
So I had to read the whole Dante's Inferno. So for me, it wasn't as like interesting as the
That's
game.
interesting.
So I didn't like completely grasp the, you know. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like, you know, all these people teaching me like that I'm learning from. They're just my guide. They're not my master. So at the end, I would have to come up with my own way to figure out today, you know what I mean? But these old people, like a lot of people ask me like, what do you learn from people that are like thousands of years ago? What do you learn? You know what I mean? Because today we got like such advanced medicine, technology, everything. What do you learn from them?
Their mistakes.
Like, exactly. But not only that, but they got the same desires as us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got like luxury, they got like food, power, wealth, and they got slaves. So you would even say that they have even more. Like imagine having a robot doing dishes for you.
I wouldn't consider that a slave.
No. But I mean, like
the idea,
like the idea of like how much power and how much lazy they were. You know what I mean? So like you could learn a lot from them because they had a lot to desire even at those times. And I'm talking about during the times of like thousands of years ago, where you know they were just discussing these kind of ideas and everything. So like that was a more like, today I was just learning about like how all these teachers, they're just like, you know, we're all trained to repeat information from people we learn. You know what I mean? We're never able, like the people that can come up with their own thoughts, that's the one that are like, and sometimes like I try to come up with my own thoughts, and sometimes I see myself like repeating quotes, repeating all these maxims that I learned from all these philosophers to like, but I could tell you one thing that it did for me. It made me like see the truth. And I've always been a truth seeker, meaning like I've been like a conspiracy theorist in the beginning. And then later on I was like a truth seeker, meaning like I was studying Buddhism. And you know what's so funny? I used to call myself agnostic, like open to all religions. So I wanted to read about the Adam and Eve, and I did read a little bit about the Adam and Eve and the story, and it's so like
Did you read the
interesting.
Lucifer Bible?
What?
Did you read the Devil's Bible?
No, I didn't.
No?
But I wanted to read other stuff like.
This dude, bro, you about to come home.
No, you should. You should. Because I read a little bit.
There's a Lucifer's Bible. I thought
Like
you
the
read
Devil's
Devil's Bible.
Bible,
yeah.
You know what
The
you know the
Satanic
whole
Bible.
story with Adam's and Eve, right?
No, about the snake and
Yeah,
the
but
apple.
so pretty much their standpoint was the snake was so pretty much Adam and Eve they said don't eat the forbidden apple, right? That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, the forbidden
So
fruit.
that's the knowledge that we have today, where we're able to think and do things right now.
Okay.
That was the apple.
Okay.
So the snakes, the devil's things, the theory was like, what they say is like, without that snake, God wanted us to stay like, just like underneath him and not be able to have free will like we have. So why they respect the devil so much? What's his name? Lucifer. Why they respect Lucifer so much is because he forces like them to eat the apple. So now we are where we are today to be free will and to do this and that. But then I with the devil, like you should. It's like I know they have some points like where it's like
strong points, man, because idiots don't follow just anything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean there's a lot of followers.
It makes sense. Like imagine, like before you're just like a kid and you don't know nothing about this world. So your parents, you think like you got unlimited food, unlimited storage. You don't gotta do nothing. All you gotta go is school, and that's it. You're good. You're taken care of. But it's kind of like that, and all of a sudden your parents pull you into the reality of the world, and then now you guys are about to move out soon, and you guys are about to even experience more things, and then it's just it makes sense.
Yeah,
It makes
but
sense.
guys, listen. I'm not agnostic. I'm not a Lucifer believer.
Yo, bro, I swear,
I'm not-
I thought he was joking.
No, there's mad religion.
Yeah, there's so much
No, but
religion.
damn, man. Okay, look, I'm not, like you could even learn from Lucifer. That
Right.
bug. That's what I'm saying. It's so crazy.
Yeah, you could learn from. You could pretty much learn from me. I'm more like open-minded because I'm not. I know a Christian like don't even like cross the border to reading that shit, right?
Right.
Like don't put
Really?
yourself
They
in.
don't allow you?
No, it's not.
They don't allow you.
There's no law
Alright.
of that, like being, like I just understand the way that the Bible portrays this is just be in the Bible. It states just be aware of false prophets and false teachings.
Yeah.
That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? There's no law that you can't read the devil's Bible.
So how do you determine false prophets and false teachings?
That's why you have to read the word. It's as simple as that.
Right?
It's
Everything
as
in the
simple in
Bible
the-
is like what they believe in.
That's their beliefs.
That's
you know
what
what
they
I'm saying?
believe. So like nothing else besides, unless you don't see no name or prophecy, then everything else is fake. That's pretty much it. But a lot of religions is like that. Same with the Quran. Same
Yeah.
with like they're like, yo, this is us. This is the truth. That's why there's so much like religions.
Fair.
Yeah, but besides the religion part, like we were talking about, like you said, like you don't have that sense of urgency, that free will, and you feel like you're
No, I definitely have like this. I mean, free will. It's like I could get into that, but go where you
you're
saying.
like you don't. You say that you don't have this urgency that you don't have. But I
Yeah.
feel like, isn't it a bad thing that you don't have this sense of urgency, like getting things done,
I mean,
get what you want?
okay, getting things done, get what you want. Okay, like how many things do you desire?
A lot of things. Yeah.
A lot of things, right? So which one do you want to get first? Yeah, you obviously you go straight for the money, the one that's gonna take
health
care.
and money.
Yeah, but most of the people, they go for financial gains, right?
Mhm.
They never go for mental stability. They don't know the basic common of, like, not stealing, especially or not lying as a professional lawyer, or not
Yeah.
stealing as a cop, and not stealing as a nurse. But it happens all the time, and it feels like they got their education, they got their career, they got money, but what don't they have? They don't have their mind. They're not able to make sense of what is really important. Because some people, they think money is like, all be all, end all be all, like kind of thing. And then like you never been to the bottom, like all the way in the bottom where you're homeless, right?
Right.
To know how less necessity you need to survive and how free you actually are. Like, to be in a capitalistic country, that's why communism and Karl Marx is so, is so freaking
implemented in Russia.
Yeah. It's so like kind of, you could say, like desirable to
Right.
have everyone be equal. You know what I mean? Like to not work and blah blah blah. Like you can see the positive sides of that, of having everyone the same, instead of like you could say today now you can't say like, hey. Like, yeah, there's definitely the middle people that are like enjoying life. I mean, right now we're in the richest time of our life, so even people like us, we're accessible to almost all things, unlimited drinks. I mean, I'm drinking like a $200-$300. I mean, I haven't made it to a six-figure, salary or all that stuff, but you can still enjoy today's time, and you can still. What I'm trying to say is. Yeah, you have so many goals, but make sure that you realize that one of your goals besides health, and I mean, if
Money.
you're smart, is always health, because then the health gives you time, right? But money is always there. But the wisdom to not be a bad person, to not commit a crime, it's gonna help you even longer, especially if you have that kind of tendency. And that's where I'm going with, because that's what I was trying to tell you. Like,
Yeah,
I was
I'm
like,
sure
I was like, there's a limit that you gotta put a line on yourself. That like, hey, listen, like, I'm not going to do no bank robbery. I'm not going to.
Give me all your money.
Like, most importantly, what I really desire in life is peace, and I found that peace. When I moved out, like 3 years ago, and I've been living by myself, and then man, the peace when you wake up on a Sunday, on a Saturday, when like you don't have to do laundry, you don't have to do dishes.
You don't wash your clothes.
You don't have to do laundry. I just
You don't have to do laundry, guys.
You don't have to do laundry,
You don't have
bro.
to brush your teeth.
This dude.
Hey, like I did
I was
do my
kidding.
laundry just in small, very small batches.
Oh goodness! I was like,
Yeah, but like, okay, like I understand, like, yeah, money is not everything, but like,
No,
to
but
that-
but do you really understand? Because
yeah, I know, I do understand.
you know
Sonny,
what I
do
mean?
you really understand,
No,
Sonny?
because
I understand, because he's saying like, oh,
No,
do you know?
no,
Because
but there's one thing about understanding, and there's another thing about feeling that.
No, but look,
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to, because what I'm trying to understand is, you're saying that money is not for you.
For me,
For me-
for
for you.
money is still important, because I still have to pay my bills,
Yeah,
right?
Of course, yeah. But
And-
the point
and-
is, like, the people that desire money, and the people that don't really, you said like, oh, like, of course, like, get your mental health right, and of course that's part of
Let's
it.
just say for me, money was like just like for you guys, which was like top two. You know what I mean? Like always desiring, always. But that leads to like your mental to feel like not satisfied. You know what I mean? Not happy, not satisfied. When you have like such a whack goal, such as money or stuff like that.
But how's that
And-
whack? That makes no sense.
No, I know. You find it offensive, but for me, it's like
Dude,
look. For me-
I get what you're saying. You're talking. I know that you're saying that money is not everything, but it is a necessity, because if you don't have money, how are you gonna pay the rent? How are you
Yeah.
gonna?
Yeah.
So, but you're not trying to say that money is your motivator.
Yeah.
You're trying to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that happiness resides in whatever your passion is.
it's
deep
not
down.
even happiness, because I'm not searching happiness either.
Which you're searching for peace.
Yeah, peace.
Oh, so you're just living in the present, because if you were
Peace.
depressed, you'd be living in the past, and
Yeah.
if you were anxious, you'd be living in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't get anxious at all. My brother knows I barely get anxious. I don't. I feel calm almost all the time when I'm getting
So
pressure.
you're mostly present.
like I'm mostly present. I'm mostly and the only time I'm present is when I'm intoxicated at all, and sometimes I am intoxicated a lot of times. But I could tell you that like I came to a spot where I'm like super happy. I can really like someone for who they are. You know what I mean? I can really appreciate like when I try to give advice to my brother, and my brother he always sees it differently than me, because I'm like 5 years older than him. But at the same time, I understand where he's coming from, and I want him to see where I'm coming from, because I'm 5 years older. So it's like, hey, listen, like, yeah, definitely, like, this is a game. One of us can hit it, but just remember, like, the more important things of like, because if you can be present, if you can do more, like, I'm not at that level yet, so I shouldn't even be like, I didn't even want to talk about like too much about
For you.
philosophy and about what I want to do and everything, because I that's for me, that's very personal for me.
Mhm.
Like, because I'm just learning, so like I would I'm just learning, so I'm still a student, so I'm not at they're guiding me still, but I haven't got to the end. I'm just like in the beginning of the scratch.
Okay.
So for me, but I see things differently. It's weird. Like I can come up with more better things, and like when I do try to make money, like when I do invest, when I do day trades, when I do 10x margins on Binance, on BTC, when I do 10x margins,
10x margins.
when I do 10x margins and I make like easily like 1%, which is like $100 in like an hour or two just for fun, continuously. Like it's like for me, it's just more like fun. You know what I mean? Like, and I do see like, and I can enjoy things more. So I'm just trying to enjoy things more. I think that's the best thing I could say. But enjoying it in a way where I'm not like being pressured to make money. Or
I get you.
Because you put that pressure on yourself, and it puts a lot of baggage and stress on your.
You know the thing about you and me is like we really didn't have like a father to guide us how to stick to certain things. He didn't really guide us. He was just there to support us. There's a difference. Yeah. But with a father, they should be guiding you how to do things in life, how to live life, how to be a certain type of man, be a certain type of father figure. All he did was supported us and think that was enough. That's not enough.
Right.
We really didn't have a father to tell us, yo, like, you have a goal. No excuses. Get that shit done. You want to be fit. You want to lose. Because I know you want to lose weight. You want to be healthy.
Yeah,
right?
But
you need that sense of urgency. You need that sense of discipline. That thing. You can't just be at that point where like, oh, I'm going to live in the present all the time. No, not really. How you going to, because you're saying that you want this. But you're at the same time you're saying that you want to be present, which is fine. You could choose what you do, but for me, what I'm trying to understand is that you're telling me two different things,
and that's why I said like I'm like very in the beginning of this, like right. So you might think some of them are contradictions, but if you keep on thinking it deeply, then maybe you will understand my point of view. You know what I mean? Because in order to understand my point of view, it's like you got to really feel that, and then you got to really be like in that mode. But I understand what you're saying. And regarding our father, like for me, you know how I see our dad as, like it's weird, like, and when I talk to other people about it, I call it as like a blessing. Like I forgive him because it's a blessing, bro. Because you know why? Because of him, like our dad was a hard ass. So he's such a hard ass, and he did all the wrong things that we're able to distinguish what is wrong and what is right. And he made us stronger by putting us in that bad, because you only grow through pain, right? You only grow through pain. And he put us in that pain position every time, and that's why we're so mentally like strong. We can really take this, like a lot of stress that comes to us. Like for me, I live by myself, blah blah blah, right? I pay my bills, and like you're freelancing, you're doing all kinds of stuff, but you're still mentally like stable and strong regardless if your dad is there or not. And he kind of give you that freedom to like explore out. So I kind of like that he wasn't telling me what to do, because it's kind of like, it's kind of like because I see some fathers, they try to live through their kid's dream, and it's like the kid has no life. He was not even born. He's just doing whatever the father is telling him. But for me, it's more like, man, my dad literally let me go free, and I'm like free as a bird. I don't gotta worry about him. He don't gotta worry about me. It's just, you know what I mean? So for me, it's such a huge blessing, because like this is where my philosophy goes. Like every little scenario, every little situation, like when you get a huge problem, like you're like a bad dad or like some things affecting your life, right? It always comes with a blessing, a gift inside. You might not be able to see it, but it's there. Like it's always there. Like, and I would not trade that, because you know why? If my dad was to pamper me and stuff, I would never be able to come to this kind of like feeling that I have. You know what I mean? Like when I wake up, sometimes I wake up like this never happens to me. Like I wake up and one day I was like, you know what? I'm grateful. I'm just alive just today. Like, so I can see like what am I gonna eat. You know what I mean? I'm not counting my eggs in the future.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm eating my eggs today. You know what I mean? And sometimes you could say I make mistakes by eating too much eggs in one day.
Your analogies are just making me cry.
you know what I mean? Like,
I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
like for me, like being here with you guys, like being like looking at my brother, looking at you, and I see like so much like ambition and so much, and you guys gonna be awesome. You guys gonna be great. You guys just
You
know,
too.
Yeah,
Say
definitely,
it to yourself. You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
bro.
I will be great.
Bro, I don't
You know?
You know what it is? I don't need to be great.
He doesn't
Like,
need to be. He wants to be.
I don't want to be.
You don't
I don't
want
want
to
to
be.
be.
What?
No.
So you don't want to have.
for
You don't
me-
want to be
for me-
rich. You don't want to be healthy. You don't want to
No,
be.
no. But look, being great. Look, being great. We're already great. We're already great, right?
Uh-huh.
We're already great.
Nah,
But
not yet.
no, maybe in your option you're not complete yet. You
Not
know,
for me.
You're-
Yeah, not
you
for
know,
me.
because we're already
you know
great.
what-
Like we're already great, but
With my
we could
problem,
be better.
with
Of
my
course,
problem with
there's
him, and why I always like to go against him sometimes,
Yeah.
is because he speaks for everybody. He doesn't speak for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he says things like, money's not all this and that, but he's not going. He always trying to think from my. I am thinking from your perspective, but you're not talking for yourself. You're talking
Right.
for everybody else, saying this is money.
And-
money is not everything.
I think-
I think people will be more agreeing with you if you talk for yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you also like to talk for other people
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I think that's where it lies, because you know what it is. Like, you know what I've been thinking about? It's like virtue. You know what that is?
No, virtue.
You know what that is?
Virtues. Oh man.
Just
if
not.
I
Just
could-
not. Just say. Explain.
Yeah, explain.
Okay, virtue means to be good, to be good, and you guys are both good. You guys both have virtues, and like for me, there's people that come out with books. There's this famous guy, I can't remember his name, but he was one of those guys that came up with a book that said like, you know, how people should be, how should a person have virtue? Because if you don't have virtue, you know, this society is gonna be chaos. We're all getting the money, but by any means, we might resort to any kind of things to get money. You know what I mean? Some people are stealing electric batteries from cars to resort to that money. But you know, that person, you might say like, oh, he got no choice. But no, like he had a choice.
He does, yeah.
He had a choice. So you know, like he might not have the wisdom right now, but maybe he'll have it after he's in prison for 5-10 years.
Yeah, I think it's a percentage of
And-
people,
And
but a very little percentage that will actually do things
yeah,
like that for
but
money,
you-
stealing, robbing,
But you know what?
because they don't have the sense of understanding of the consequence. Because I know, I forgot what this thing is called, but there's just part of the brain where they don't think about the consequence of if they did this.
The
They don't-
empathetic brain, right?
Yeah, so they don't think like, yo, if I rob from this person with a gun and I shoot him and I kill him, they don't think like that. They just say like, yo, I'm gonna get this now. And a lot of people don't, like a small percentage doesn't have that part of the brain where like empathize and they understand the reality of how things work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I understand that, but it's very little percentage of people that's like that in this world.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you're right. There's a lot of percentage like that, but we can see from our families, we can see that from like our friends' family, we can see that from so many perspectives that even if they're at that stage, they still have like so many things that like they're holding in that it's not like fully, you know what I mean? Like they're still worried, so worried about certain things. They would react very badly in something like such a easy situation for us. Like they would react so bad, and then it's almost like, oh my god, like you know what? Like it's not about the age, the wisdom, the enlightenment is not about the age. It's about practice. It's about studying. But like I said, regarding this topic, I'm like very beginner, because for me to really grasp it, that's why I tell you to really understand it. Because imagine I'm a beginner and I'm like, I read the same book again and again and again, and read the same passage again, almost like a religion. Like some people that I share very few people I share my wisdom and my philosophy to, my real philosophy and wisdom and whatever I believe in. But it's nothing to do with what I believe in. The reason why it seems like I speak for everyone, and I'm glad you said that, is because in a way I am speaking for everyone. I am speaking for the whole human civilization when I'm talking about virtue, when I'm talking about like, because you know what it means to be a good person, you know what I mean, what kind of energy you will bring, you know, the peace that you will get, the peace in the mind. It's like as you get older you realize, oh, you know what. And it's weird because I would never expect this guy to say it, but he said it recently. It was Kevin Durant on an interview with Draymond Green. And you know, they were just talking about sports and about why he left Golden State Warriors. But Kevin Durant said, for him, he's not even searching happiness. And I was like, oh man, you know what?
No,
when he said,
he's already freaking rich.
no, no, because Draymond Green is asking him like, hey, are you searching for like happiness? What's going on? He's like, for him too, he's only searching for peace. So when he said that, I was just like, what the hell? Like, you're in the same like mental state that I'm in, where like, he's not trying to really, like, it could go either way.
I'll tell you
like,
what, there's two people that thinks like that. That thinks like, oh, I'm at peace. There's people that already gave up on what their goals because they know they're not gonna get it. Or there's the people that's already freaking rich. And I told you this last time. The rich people, they're always telling the YouTubers and podcasts, whatever they're on the podcast, oh, listen guys, money is not everything. Money is not this. Your desires is not everything.
Who said that?
Joe Rogan.
Just in general.
Logan Paul. The thing,
Logan Paul said that too?
Yeah.
Whoa,
But you gotta understand that these guys, they're already rich. They already have everything they wanted, so they understand it. They come to the point where now they're making so much money that then they start finding peace. For us, we really haven't reached that level of. Are we happy yet? Do we need now what? Because once you have that money, and you will know a certain amount when you're making good money. Because me and a lot of us, we don't really want a lot of money. We just want freedom, where we don't have to worry about money. Because right now, I think we're at a point where we're worrying about money. Of course, you're gonna pay your bills on time, doing this and that, but you're still working under somebody. And I know a lot of people, they don't want to work under somebody.
I understand. Like, how many people that doesn't like their job or anything?
I know a lot of people that.
A lot of people, bro.
A lot of people. See, like, I'm one of those few that, like, I don't mind my job.
You're content.
You see me? Like, I come there and I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, let me do this, let me do that. Like, I feel pretty good. Like, and in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, my job was difficult. I almost, freaking tap out twice, but I told myself, you know what, I'll keep going on and I will figure this out, and I start going forward and pursuing my
But is that what you want to do rest of your life?
Rest of my life, you know what? No, I can't say I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life. But I'll tell you this: for the rest of my life, right? Will I be working? Yeah. In a way, people will say it's work, right? But you know what is weird? Like, there was a book literally about work and leisure, and distinguish between leisure for like hours, and it's sometimes work and leisure, and sometimes ties together. Like, for me, I feel like I'll be working for like as long as I want, like, and it will be a very long time. Like, because why? Because I need to get stimulated. Like, I like learning about economy. I like knowing what's going on in the economy. I like to invest. I mean, my vision for me is like, in a few years, I see myself like trading behind the computer daily, right? And then after that, will I continue to trade? Probably not daily, but I'll do long-term investments or short-term swing trades. You know what I mean? When I get the chance to. But other than that, do I have other things that I'm interested in? Yeah, like, I mean, I like eating and drinking and cooking. So I mean, like, I don't mind doing like all kinds of things. But you know what's so weird?
Yeah.
I don't like to. I mean, not that I travel or anything. I just don't like to be in the plane sometimes, because then, like, I have the worst choice of the books I pick, audio books that I pick.
Yeah.
I pick like
1,000 Ways to Die.
Meditation. No, but it's
saying.
like that. It's like that. It tells you like, hey, if you're gonna die today, that's it. This is it. Like, just be in the moment. This is where you're gonna be. So sometimes I try to observe the walls to see like, oh, okay, this is where I am. This is like yesterday.
This dude is in the moment. I get you. I get you. I understand.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? I always tell Sonam this. It's like you can understand what I'm saying, but you can never feel what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The feeling you guys will never be able to feel what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure, because that's your life.
Once I'm on the other side, I'm like, what? You didn't tell me like I could just be chill while I go do my own current things. Like what you're doing is like, for me personally, I'm gonna do day trading. I'm gonna do all of this, but now I have a different mentality. Like, if I lose like a lot of money in day trading in one day. Like I lose like maybe 50% of my investment, and it's a lot. We're talking, like almost like it could wipe me out and leave me like almost, with nothing, and I would have to go back to the workforce. And then and you know what's so weird? I would love, like, 9-to-5 jobs are so easy for me now that like I feel like, oh my god, like, give me that 9-to-5. Just
it's that
increase my
comfortability.
paycheck.
Yeah, it's that
It's the comfortability.
Yeah,
So you know why? And a lot of people told me like, hey, you're not supposed to think about all this stuff. Like they're telling me what not to think about. Like they're telling me not to think about the real important things. And they want me to just like, listen, I'm not gonna pick any topic I'm bored with. Like whatever my body, whatever like I'm feeling so attracted to, that's what I'm gonna do. And it's always philosophy, it's always stoicism, it's always reading about all these like freaking this ideas, but more importantly the truth about life, like the real truth. Like the first real realization I had about truth was I was seeking truth. Like, what's the point of this life? Every life is temporary. Like when I was your age, I used to question that at the backyard. I used to think about that. I used to like smoke, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you know what, let me really go into it. And then I realized, oh crap, like, I'm agnostic, so which means I didn't even claim myself to be Buddhist. Like my name is Tashi. Automatically you're Buddhist when your name is Tashi. So no, you're like the Tibetan, you have a Tibetan name, you're Buddhist no matter what. Mm-hmm. So I came back to Buddhism, and then literally Buddha had truth, facts. He only had facts, bro. Like he said, everything changes, nothing is constant, which is the basic, right? Everything changes, nothing is constant. And that's all I needed to hear, to know that when I'm feeling like not so good that time, that it guided me through like, oh, like, you know what, things will change, like it's okay. You know what I mean? That's just one truth, but there's like 4 noble truths. There's like, and then later on, I realized that Buddha was asking the most important questions as a leader. So like, I'm not even promoting Buddhism, because I feel like most of the people that do follow Buddhism, they don't really know the real truth about Buddhism, which is peace. You know what I mean? Like he's all about the moment. Like if you cross him, like he would not see it. Like if you wanted his downfall, he would be like, oh, like I didn't know you wanted my downfall, but I always respected you, and I always like it's he said suffering. We're always suffering. I think suffering is the biggest one that I've been learning this year, which is like we're all suffering. And that goes back to that eating the apple and what it did. Mm-hmm. And we're passing our suffering to our kids, and we're passing the suffering, and the suffering is endless. So how do you get out of the circle? How do you get out of the circle?
Right.
How do you get out of it?
All right. So I feel like
you gotta meditate, right? You gotta find out the real truth. So
I feel like with knowledge, like especially with us being 3-dimensional beings, right? I don't know. This is like my analogy on it. It's more so if we see things in 2D, because we see things in the planes of 2D, up,
do we
down,
see
left,
2D
and right.
or 3D?
We understand 2D, but
okay,
we see
understand
3D. We see 2D. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see through you, because then that would be 3D.
You can't see.
You get what I'm saying? I don't see, like, I could see the curves because of the shadows and that's casting on you.
Chill.
But I see you 2D. Like I don't see from the back of my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a higher being, a higher energy, like God, right, is a higher dimensional being, because they're able to see us, three-dimensional beings, and understand us fully and grasp our the concept. So if we're trying to, I feel like we're so limited in our knowledge, and we're so limited in understanding. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, in the Bible they talk about like, oh, seek wisdom and knowledge, and then like truth be told. So
the Bible says that?
The Bible says wisdom and knowledge. You have to seek wisdom and knowledge. Like wisdom and knowledge, because wisdom and knowledge is like they
that's the holy grail for me.
Like, they classify her as like a female, like just seek her, and I'm like, who's her? And like wisdom and knowledge. So I'm like, okay, I get it,
bro. That sentence right there. Oh my god. Like for me, it's more like like that, that connects with me.
No, I feel you, and that's cool. That's great for me to realize that you grasp that, right? Mm-hmm. But for example, like God, right? We wouldn't understand what a God is thinking, right? Mm-hmm. Just like a fish wouldn't understand what the fuck we're thinking, right? The fish only knows its boundaries, which is that tank that it lives in. So we have to think of it like that. It's like we live in a tank,
Live in a fish tank.
in a fish tank, in a huge fish tank, right? Filled with other types of fishes and people, right? Just people are the fishes.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't understand God's idea or like why he is the way he is, because we're not a human, we're a fish.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to like wisdom, we only understand wisdom and knowledge through the experiences that we go through.
Okay.
That's why we ask and pray for God for knowledge and understanding, so he can give us better understanding as to like the situations that we go through our daily lives. If we're going through some heavy shit, right? Like that's why people pray or people meditate, so then they could understand and like really relax themselves and just know that, okay, this is not the end of the world, right? It's just a small fraction of our life, like whatever problem that they're facing.
Yeah.
But to get a clear answer might not take 5-10 minutes just praying. It might take years.
Years.
longer.
I mean, look at the monks. Like they
Yeah, but you
dedicated
guys talking about
hours
meditating and to find like and praying. Yeah, that's all good. But through understand, because it's what knowledge and wisdom, right? To get knowledge and wisdom, which you have to go through, you got to go through that experience.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what experience?
understand.
What experience is that?
Like
Life in
anything.
general.
Just life in general. Because how would you know a certain thing when you haven't lived through
So
it?
so all you have to do is keep living.
Living and doing things that you feel like you should do, so you learn from it and be like, you know what, I already had this, I understand it, let me try something else new. That's what those rich people, that's what I'll tell you. I always tell you guys, those rich people that they think they already lived through it, we haven't lived through it.
Yeah.
That's why I keep on telling you guys that.
That's his point of view. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
like-
That's what he's
and that's
trying to
your
get
point of
across.
view.
No, no, but
Yeah,
that's what he's trying to get across.
But that's like a general
But
thing.
that doesn't mean that it's correct.
No. I agree
That,
with
that
this
means you
thinking.
agree with them. That,
It's-
that,
so
that doesn't mean that it's
knowledge and
correct.
wisdom,
Yeah.
because to find wisdom, what you gotta do, you gotta go through that experience.
Experience, yeah.
Well, no, to find knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah.
To find that, you need to. Yeah, I mean,
You can't sit down and meditate because your brain is so capable of what you understand through that feeling or what you live through.
Mhm. But you know why you really have to meditate, right? Because then you can see what your mind is thinking, what your thoughts, what mental state you're in. Because the mental state you're in makes you think that you're right, you're 100%. But no, that is not the reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might think like, yeah, those rich people.
Yeah.
But those rich people, guess what? They're not that happy either.
Yeah.
Their marriage is torn.
Yeah.
Money made their life more miserable before it came to their lives.
I
But-
get that, but they
yeah.
can't speak for all of us, is what Sonny is saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
because
they
they
can't- they
they're
can't
rich
speak
already.
Because a lot of people, for you guys, especially you and a lot of people that does it, they speak for other people when they haven't really lived through that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why I get very irritated, and they think that they look at me, they're like, oh, like, yo, you're wrong, but I'm like, yo, are you dumb? Like, you haven't lived through it, you haven't lived through what I've lived through, and I haven't lived what you lived through. You know, you haven't experienced that lavish life of being rich, you haven't experienced the life of being super poor. So how can they really understand wisdom? They only understand wisdom from their capacity of their knowledge and their experiences. You know, so what is really wisdom? You know, I could say I could say I'm fully wise. You know, but you could say you're fully wise, but you say you're not. But that's what you feel. You're just starting. But I could say I'm 100% wise. And the rich people that don't even have, the rich people that's doing some crazy shit, some drugs, shit like that, and they could say that they're wiser than us because they make more money than us, they live through it, they have more knowledge.
And
than us.
for you don't realize that they're rich because they're maybe just luckier. Is that
I don't think I believe in that luck thing. It's through hard work
Like,
and
It
like
depends.
whatever.
No,
Some people get rich from luck. Some people,
you know what I mean? Like, it's so much like we don't know
Stroke
what
of luck.
we don't know what rich is. How, if you can't say that every rich person is wise.
yeah, I never said that.
You know, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can never say that every rich person is wise. But I get Sonam's point. Sonam's point is like, I'm trying to really think about it. Sonam's point is that he's saying the reason why you can't really say all this stuff is because you haven't experienced all that lavish lifestyle that you live,
And being
But-
poor and,
and
stuff
being
like that. Yeah.
and being poor and all that stuff, right? But you can kind of like feel like, for example, when we go to the spa and when we do all those stuff, you can kind of feel like what it means to be like, how it feels to be like carefree, just a little bit.
Yeah,
Even if it
and
then being rich, like you know, the feeling is not gonna be any like you can almost what is gonna change if you automatically, let's just say right now, you're a rich guy, you're completely rich, like you're considered, you know, Warren Buffett at $200,000 when he only had $200,000 total, he considered himself the richest man in the world at $200,000. You're like already almost there.
Yeah, but 200,000 back then was different from back
yeah. Inflation margin, inflation, all that stuff, right? But what I'm trying to say is like 200,000 at that time for him is a lot. So you let's say you're right now, you're rich, you have money in the bank, you don't have to worry about like, you know, let's just say for like a couple years, because let's be honest, like honestly, if you're rich and you have a very lavish lifestyle that you're talking about, so it all has to do with your desire. Yeah, you desire to have that lavish lifestyle. No, but you desire to have that lavish lifestyle. It's a choice that you decide to have. You decide to have 20 bedrooms instead of having like 3 bedrooms. You know what I mean? You decide to have,
because you'd rather have 20 bedrooms.
That's you just proving my point. Because I'm trying to throw you like, because you're saying like being wise is this and that. Understanding.
Being wise is what?
You're saying like being wise is like through meditating, through being free will to find your own happiness. That's what you feel like.
It's actually to lessen your desire. Is one of the key aspects is to lessen your desire.
That sounds dumb to me. It sounds dumb.
I know. But you know what it is? You know what I always believe? Yeah. Like, and then we can conclude it and we can go to a different topic if you guys want. Yeah. But I would like to say this. Look, once you're on the other side, right? And and I can't wait for you guys to be rich and very rich and successful. And I think you guys are, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but you guys are, you know what I'm gonna say. But when you get there, like I want to see if anything changes. Like I want to talk to you guys and say like, hey, now you guys are, like, can we say that you guys are rich? And then okay, now tell me like what's so different like now that you're at that level, you know? So I would like to I would definitely
I have the answer now.
Oh, you have the answer now, right? So you already know how it feels then. Huh? You already know how it feels.
Answer. Okay, I have the answer of the sense of like what I will do and how things will be.
No, but how do you feel? Not what you will do. How would you feel? Like how different would you feel?
He's talking about in the moment when you're. So yeah, your brother is an in moment guy. You know, he's a present guy. So he's trying to say once you acquire all that, you know, whatever it is that you want to acquire.
All my desire, yeah.
How would you feel?
What
kind of feeling?
He's trying to get you by. You wouldn't know how to feel right now.
I'll feel happy if I'll feel happy that time.
But you can say I feel happy, but
that's what he's saying. So from what I'm understanding, for what he's saying is he knows you'll say that you'll feel happy, but you haven't felt it yet because you haven't acquired all that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't experienced it yet.
Right.
Because it's dumb to say like, because of course there's only a certain
nothing is dumb. Yeah, nothing is dumb.
There's only a certain emotion we have: happy, sad, angry. There's no other emotion. They're all general emotions. Of course.
There's more emotions than that.
What?
There's jealousy.
Yeah,
there's envy. Yeah, there's like, you know, the rage.
Jealousy and envy is the same thing.
There's rage.
Angry.
Rage.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Sadness.
Sad,
calm.
Calm.
Normal. What else you got?
Okay, you could just classify the types of feelings you have as either one or two things, good or bad. That's it.
Okay.
And you either feel good about it or you feel bad about it, and then it'll branch out from there. Or
you would not feel. You would just be like whatever.
Yeah,
right?
but there's so very little. But there's probably like 4. You know, there's so little emotion. General, of course, if I get hit by a car, I'd be sad. If I get punched in the nose, I'll be sad. I'll be angry.
Damn,
you know?
oh my god.
But you know what I'm saying?
I get you
can't just say like, but the things that I haven't experienced it and we haven't lived in that moment.
But you know, you realize how like small the definition of happy is. Like like you said, there's very little.
So many variables.
I should agree with you because there's so little emotions to say happy, sad. Because you felt happy sometimes, right? Right.
I feel like I'm at peace right now.
And yeah, I know you're happy now too, because I've never seen Sonam like be open-minded to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because of this podcast that he can actually hear me and hear me out. Because me and him,
I feel like you guys clash a lot.
We clash a lot.
Because he talks for me. That's why. That's why I get
get you.
pissed.
No. I talk. No, I don't talk for you. I talk for everybody.
Everybody.
Not
Still,
for
you-
you.
But you're talking to me. But he's
So
only
he's
talking
part
to
of
me.
everybody.
He's only talking to me. That's
Yeah,
why.
I know.
So it feels like he's only towards me.
Yeah. So he feel, nobody feels the pressure that someone feels when I'm talking. So
Right.
someone gets like very attack mode, defensive, and very like. So I understand, but like I said, I'm just once I really find out what it is, what I'm looking for, and I mean, I think success and all this stuff, it's definitely your definition. For me, even if I got like a lot of money, and a lot of people are surprised, like, no, I would not buy a house. No, like, why? Because, bro, I just want to, like, at that moment, I'm not thinking about that. Right now, I'm just thinking about right now, right? But at that moment, maybe I'll decide, but I can't think about at that moment what I will do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk
I
about
can just
now.
talk about now and what I'm gonna do today and what I'm gonna
Damn,
do.
bro.
So
I want to see what your
yeah.
future's like, bro.
Yeah, definitely. But you're gonna know it's not gonna be that bad, because my main goal is to be like peaceful, to not be stepping on.
That's good.
like,
You have a future goal. You just
know.
decided. I just heard you.
No,
My
I'm
main
already-
goal
I'm already at-
is to
I'm
be
already-
peaceful.
I'm already at peace, but you know what it is. At one point, I did think about looking at how to be enlightened, and I looked up the eight gateways to, like, actually Buddha made up a list. It was like eight things that you need to do to become. But I don't know if I agree with all of them. But there's some people that actually took up this 8 things. Like we're talking about, people from America especially, that like is very spiritual. That they what they do is, the first step is to tell your family and tell your friends and everyone that said, like, you're going to be a monk. Like, you're getting rid of all your desires. For a girl, you're cutting all your hair. For a guy, you're leaving everything back. So I was looking up that, and then they were like, you go to a monastery, and then you're basically, most of the time, you're meditating. You're contemplating. So contemplating and meditating, and contemplating about, like, certain things that you have at that mind at that moment, like some question that you're trying to work through. So so I was looking at that, and then like you said, like I'm like in a new generation. So, like, I was thinking really hard about that. I was like, you know what, part of me wants to really get enlightened, but I have to make a decision right now, like to
might be a
decide,
monk.
to decide what. What's weird? My story. When I was a kid, they told me to be a monk. They tried to tell my mom to send me to a monk school,
Monastery.
but my mom was like, no, he's going through the capitalistic nature way, and look at me turning back into a monkish way, and then
Maybe it was
like,
meant to be.
yeah. So for me, it's
You about to be
just
bald.
and those guys, I don't know if you've seen those monks, like the pure joy in their face. You would not see that joy and that laughter, that connection that you would see from a millionaire's face. The millionaire's face, like so much satisfaction, so much desire, so much instant gratification. Remember that water that I tell you that it automatically flows once you turn it?
Yeah.
It will never stop. And that's your desire. Your desire will, once you're at that level, what I'm trying to say is, once you're at that level that you're already thinking at right now, you're thinking about like another level, because now you're associating with all the people at that level. You know what I mean? And that will never stop. That will never funnel. And mind you, like during that process, you might not really be fully satisfied, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, I always talk, like, look, for me, I say I'm a student right now and all that stuff, because there's some disciplines that I have to do.
Yeah.
There's some disciplines that I have to do in order to feel like fully. And I for me, I don't think I have to be a monk to do that. I just really have to be a very, like, you could say, they say awareness, right? Awareness of your thoughts, awareness of like everything. And I mean, it comes from Buddhism. Awareness comes from Buddhism. And I don't want to go too much into philosophy and Buddhism, because it's just we can keep talking about this for like
so much,
an hour. But the main thing I just want to say is that, like, the desire, the wisdom, like, definition during the old thousands of years is, wisdom definition is desiring the same thing and rejecting the same thing. And if you like, I contemplate that on that a lot. So desiring this wisdom is desiring the same things and rejecting the same things. So and if you can contemplate on that and what it means, then you would know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Because if you desire the same thing, that means that same thing is the right thing, and that right thing is it will make you feel good. It will make you feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And rejecting the same thing, rejecting stealing, rejecting killing someone, rejecting all the same thing. The easy shortcut, the mischievous, like just taking extra dollar from the cash register, or
Right.
like, and I start contemplating so much about that, desiring the same thing. What does that mean, desiring the same thing? Okay, so let's talk about basic level, desiring food, desiring, okay, what do you desire? Oh, I desire McDonald's burgers, Big Macs. Give me that double Whopper. but you know what? That's my desire, right?
Yeah.
But what should I desire? Desiring the same thing. I should desire like more like, like vegetables, salads, protein, chicken, like at a moderate, not maybe fast food, maybe like home food, like, rice, chicken, steak, like potatoes. It doesn't have to be French fries, freaking deep fried ice cream, pad thai, all like, and desiring to do bad things, like desiring alcohol every single day, desiring if I'm like,
I'm trying to understand your point.
Yeah,
You
it's
just keep on talking and you never get to the point.
I know.
Is it me?
No, I'm
trying to understand the point.
He's very detailed, so I don't try to cut him
I'm very
off.
detailed, and that comes, with my thing. So that's why I just want to leave it off as like, if you contemplate on it, you can contemplate on it, and you guys can tell me what you guys really think about what I said. But like, that definition just makes so much sense to me, to about wisdom. And I've always asked like, what is wisdom?
Yeah.
But anyway, let me get into another thing that I want to ask you.
Now,
guys.
before we get to all of that, I just want to let you guys know, like, guys, whatever you feel, whatever you want, whatever you need, whatever you feel like you want to do in life, stick to it.
Yeah.
The things we're talking, we all have different goals and ambitions.
It's subjective.
We're very different. So it's whatever you believe in your head and your thought. One way is not right. One way is not wrong.
Mhm.
Right?
I like that.
Everyone has their own brain, their own little brain, their own little two eyes. And we all have a different, even though we lived in the same house, we still have different experiences through our friends, through what we've done. Very different, even though we lived in the same
our
household.
education, our experience with other people, interactions, our
Yeah. So it's very different. So just try to have your pinpoint. I think what he's trying to say is like, happiness is always should be in, no matter what you desire, is always try to have that sense of happiness, the sense of peace, because that's what I took to accountability. Like,
don't
like,
keep that worry, like that worrying feeling. I used to have that.
But
worrying
I
feeling,
like
but
that worrying feeling.
Oh, you do like
I
that?
like it because
Oh,
it doesn't make me.
wow.
It makes me reach. Because if I'm like, okay, if I was like Tashi, then why would I want to go to? Why would I work today? I don't have to work today. But if I didn't work today, then I will never reach my goal because I'm not making progress. Even though it was like a little, like one step up, I'm still making progress. So I have that sense of urgency. If I'm home, I'm like, shit, I didn't really go to work. I could have made $200 extra from doing this kind of work.
Okay.
So it's like, so we all have different desires,
Yeah.
So just try to like stick to whatever you believe in, and don't let anybody change what you think, And some people like the pressure, That's why Kobe Bryant is so great. He liked that pressure of being the greatest. People talk shit to him, he wants to freaking step on your head. That's it. So he has that sense of awareness. Yo, this guy Michael Jordan, or this guy is trying to catch up to me. You have to be in the gym again. So yeah, he might put a toll on his body, but that's his sense of brain. Like, this is what I want to do. So can you really wrong him for that? No. That's his ambition. People might look at him like, yo, you're dumb. You could get a heart attack doing 8 hour. You're going to blow out your shoulder. You're going to tear muscle. Same thing goes to whatever you do in life. If you desire something, stick with it.
Yeah, definitely. But even at that point, they should know their limits, don't you think?
No.
Because there was a story about this football player, right? he did like how many? He did like 600. No, not 600. Yeah, 600 reps squats, like within 20 minutes, and then he had to be taken to
600 reps, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Get the hell out.
Yeah, in 20 minutes with at least a bar, right?
Mm.
And then he literally, I'm gonna show you guys the article later, and what happened was he ended up going to the emergency room. You know what I mean? He's doing that no limit, no, all that David Goggins lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he did that 600. I mean, it's not that he was following David Goggins, but I mean, like this guy was doing like way too much. You know what I mean? Especially squatting is, the craziest workout. So he did so much. He had to be sent to the ER. His I think it was his liver, no, kidney. His kidney couldn't filter that because he like what ended up happening was they were metabolizing his muscle, and it was going through the kidney, and he couldn't really, the kidney is not meant to filter breakdown of muscles, because he like just burned so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happened, but I think he like ended up getting paralyzed or something. So I think like the other thing is like too extreme, you know what I mean? Anything too extreme, and that was one of like the Buddha's main philosophy was just be in the middle, like just relax.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just,
There's extremists.
Just don't be too tight,
extremists.
don't be too loose. Just be like the right firm, and you will be good.
But you should put a sense of extremists on yourself, but not to the extreme, because you will know yourself. Mm-hmm. You will know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. Like, yo, I'm trying to be the world's fastest or the fastest eater. I'm a train. You're not. That person's not gonna go eat like 50 Twinkle bar, because he'll get a heart attack or freaking diabetes.
Yeah,
so there's a level of stupidity from that. That's not like.
That's why I'm saying the stupidity comes
but
with
you will know, your body will automatically know, like, yo, I'm kind of tired. But you will never, as a human, like especially us, because we're like very normal people, we know the difference between being super extreme. Because me, for me, I know I cannot work 18 to 20 hours a day. Me, I'll make sure I get my freaking 8 hours of sleep. I know that. I make sure to drink water.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. You make sure to take care of yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end, I'm doing all this to fucking destroy my body, and it makes no sense.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
dumb.
Like if you really didn't care about the future, like, and you just cared about money, if you didn't have the wisdom, because I know he has a little wisdom too, and of course you do too, because you're always in great shape, right, and health and stuff. And this guy too, like I know he has wisdom because he's not cheap when it comes to his supplements, his food. He's always eating organic. He's drinking. I never seen some people waste so much money buying acai and eating
Acai
all
is
good.
good.
So he's not cheap with that. But there's some people that are so cheap that they will eat like ramen every single day, Wonder Bread and peanut butter, and all they think about money. So when I'm talking, I shouldn't be saying is you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you. I'm just talking about like. We're talking about like the other perspective. Like you can't just compare somebody, like, because we grew up almost in the same household. So I know you. And you experience like a life or death situation in the hospital, like, twice, not twice. Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
And I know from that you got so much wisdom because you changed after that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Like you changed completely. Like that, the other Sonam needed that talk, but this Sonam probably doesn't need that. Talk because you're a little bit more grounded. Like I see you hanging out. Like I see him hanging out with a like before it was all about money. So he would not hang out on the weekends. He would be working.
I remember I was working 7 days a week.
He's just counting numbers. Like this guy's he's a freaking.
I will go to Ponche, then I will work Saturday and Sunday 12 hours at my uncle's.
At uncle's, yeah.
So I work Friday, then I work Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. My only day was Thursday off.
Mm-hmm.
When at that time it was only Terry and you working.
So I'm not surprised that he got so much money because he's been working hard.
Yeah,
like,
I've been saving.
And I respect this guy, like, because Sonam got the most discipline. He got the most discipline when it comes to money, and he's very strong, and that's why I'm thankful for our dad, and because of and definitely way thankful for our mom. Like, our mom is the best, like, for us, and that's why they gave us that strength. And I try to tell you, like, oh my God, like, literally I cannot get pressured by anybody. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody comes to me with like so much things, then they're like, they cannot pressure me. Like I'm like, they can curse at me right there, and I'm gonna be like, just smiling like thank you, like and if you see me in real pressure at work or something, no, like you would see me like like literally yawning.
I feel like I had that DMT experience. You know, when you
DMT?
first near death experience, I was in the hospital bed. They're like, yo, you gotta sign this. Yo, just let you know this paper is, if you die, we're not responsible. You know, so I'm like, damn, I'm about to sign my life away,
Bro, I want you to talk about
freaking,
that one,
I signed that shit,
bro.
and then freaking. Then I see them putting
Bro.
the thing. I'm just laying down there,
Bro.
and they're like, "Yo, anesthesia," and then you just.
Bro,
It's a crazy experience.
You know what's so crazy? Some Bhutanese guy, like I heard from my mom. I don't know if it's true or not, but he also had like an abscess, but he did not take care of it. Like he did not go to the hospital or something. I don't know what happened, but that thing like exploded all over, and he ended up getting paralyzed, and he's gonna die like within like.
I think
Within a month.
Things like genetics.
Within a month,
I
and
feel like it's genetics.
It's so scary, you know.
That's
And
crazy.
you can ask on him. I've been partying every week, but like you know, when he went through that freaking crazy journey of like doctors literally like poking him. We got like 7 different doctors, and like we got like doctors that were dentists. We got dentists in the ER checking his mouth and figuring out like where is this coming from. Where is this abscess coming from? So I know he changed a lot after that. Like he became more down to
but
earth
we'll definitely talk about that
one day.
On the
time.
next
But
one.
we
yeah.
are past time.
Oh yeah, Andre wanted to say something. I
Nah,
just wanna
about
say-
what? About what? No,
I
no,
know
no.
we're past a while.
Yeah, I wanted to hear you rap earlier,
But
but
we're
I
gonna
guess
do
you're
free.
not.
No, we could still
Oh
do freestyle.
yeah, I
rap.
bet.
So guys, yeah,
That's
guys,
how
we're,
tricky
de-
we're-
we're, de- we're definitely gonna have Tashi again. He's gonna be
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be the most reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like reoccurring.
Okay,
You're gonna be
okay.
like
You
he's gonna
provide
be
a lot of knowledge.
He's gonna be the Jake Paul to my wait. He's
Yeah.
gonna be the
I'm gonna be the Jake Paul to your Logan Paul, but isn't Logan Paul older? So I'm the Logan Paul and you're the Jake.
But I have the podcast though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But Jake Paul's
yeah.
doing better things than Logan Paul though.
I think Jake Paul would be someone like you, but
True. But you don't have a podcast. You gotta get a podcast,
bro, I'm getting a podcast. Once
I
I'm
hope so.
Once I'm wise.
you wanna put
No, you put you choose anyone.
Bro.
You're good at choosing beats. This guy's pretty good.
Tashi, do you know how to freestyle rap?
Bro, I can try, but
We're trying to do a freestyle rap like every podcast, so we could
get rappers.
so we could be good.
Oh, so you guys get good freestyle?
And this and like entertainment. We're trying to
Producing
provide
cacti.
entertainment.
Are you playing this music on your?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
All right, we got like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I be the hype man?
No, you could freestyle rap too.
All right.
Sonny about to go first.
Who's gonna go?
Yeah, we got
Freestyle
10 minutes,
rap.
all right? 10-minute session.
3 songs pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Who's going, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yo, check it. 1, 2, 3, Mike. It's your boy Sonam. Yo, it's your boy Sonam. Yo, it's your boy Sonam.
Yeah.
I'm here for a reason. Me and my boys, we here. We in the season.
Oh.
Cooking up like Mike and his
Hey.
girlfriend. I didn't know them, but your bitch, she on my dick.
Hey.
She can take a lick.
Hey.
I'ma sip on some lean. All these bitches, they think I'm mean.
Uh-huh.
2 guys looking kinda gay. Why you walking like that? Are you flay?
Hey.
Oh,
What it do? Young boy named Andre Suwu. I'm gonna look at you and then laugh at you. Like, bless me twice, cause I just did in a chew. I'm like, coming through, open up your door. I just spotted a bunch of little nasty ass hoes. And I'm like, whoa, take off your fucking new clothes. I just bought that shit from fucking, where was that? Rodeo? And I just copped it. Me and my brother. Coming out here and I always bring in my mother, my father, my sister, my uncle, my sister. Whoa, I got 2 sisters. Excuse me, mister. Excuse me, mister, if you coming through my name and if you talking all this shit, then I might spit you in your face. I'm like, look at the fame, look at the game, look at the shit that I'm aiming at. Chilling out here with a brand new bat. I'm the duck 'em down. Call the popo, you ain't lucky from out of town. All my they be acting pussy like they wearing gowns. It's not a bridesmaid, I'm chicking like I'm in the right aid.
Yo. I'm killing this shit.
Hey.
I'm killing this shit. I'm feeling this shit. Yeah, yo. While we filming this shit, I be reeling this shit. Catch that fish. I see people not eating. Guess what? I'm eating. You can tell by my weight. I weigh quarter pound, 1,000 pound, motherfucker.
Hey.
Yeah, yo. I'm nice with it when I just spit from the dome. I don't drive no comb, but I sure fly your girl to Rome. Yo, check. Yo, I don't eat, but you got beef. I'm about to slap you in the face. Real talk, I ain't taking shit. No, but I gotta get back and realize that I'm on my meditating bullshit.
Hey, meditating. I said, yo, my ex, she keep on calling. She's like, yo, I heard you bawling.
Hey.
I'm like, yo, I'm just lying. But you girls kind of freaking funky.
Hey,
I'm getting cheese, no queso. I'm only getting pesos.
Hey.
Yo,
My son. All right, we on the next one.
who's going first this time?
bro, you guys are way better than me.
Nah, it's
I
practice.
gotta-
Yo, you been practicing, bro.
Oh, you guys been
You
practicing?
think he just got like this?
I started getting better.
He started getting better.
Yeah, you
doing
guys
this
are
little-
way better than me. I'm like,
Obviously, it's your first
killing,
time.
killing. All right.
Partner, show him how it's done.
Then you go after him.
Oh, this is soft. I was just trapping in trenches. I was just sitting in benches. Now I'm a starter. Look at me, mother. And I just be proud of my father. I'm proud of my dad. Yeah. I just bought me a brand new Jag. Whoa. Slow. I just be chilling with bros. Look at me on the television. You know I just run on my vision. Coming through fast. You know I got foot on the dash, foot on the gas. Never go slow until I'm just broke, but I'm never broke. I just be on my new hoes, yeah.
Hey,
God.
yo, check. I'm in my bros room. I'm over here thinking about my bros. Yeah, over here. I do not know what I'm about to say next, but guess what? I'm about to just spit it. Matter of fact, just lit it. Yo, yeah. Listen, I got a lot of wisdom to share. I'm the best one to share. I'm Marcus Aurelius in present of you. I'm your emperor, you can't mess with me. Yeah, bro, straight up, real talk. I got the hoes laid next to me.
Hey.
But chill, I passed them to a side and I got my lady next to me. She's my queen. Real talk. She's my ride or die. And guess what? Without her, there would not be me.
Hey.
But you know what? The person that's responsible is my mother. There's no other like my mother. I'ma pass it to my boy Sonam cause I don't got nothing else to say.
Alright. Yo, it's like a love song. Damn.
Stop.
Yo, check it. Me and my boys, we sitting out here. All you girls looking out here, but you don't need us. But you need us. How you gonna get no kids? You dummy. But I'm playing. All these girls, they look at me. Yo, check it. I'm slaying these pussies. All these pussies, they think they fucking messing with me, but you kinda. Damn, I can't rap to this.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You gotta
It's
put
hard.
that. You gotta put that instrumental that we used to rap to. The one that's like much easier. This.
I'm putting random beats.
Oh, random
YouTube.
beats?
Yeah, just from YouTube.
Bro, random beats are hard.
This is Drake.
Oh, it's a
I
Drake
think Drake
type
might.
beat.
It's simple, just like a basic beat.
Yeah.
I guess. Andre, you want me to start?
You go, yeah.
Hey, I'ma hit it with one liner. I don't wear no eyeliner, motherfucker. Yo, I'ma just spit it from the dome. Yeah, I got it like that. I just don't feel like driving that Cadillac, motherfucker.
Yo, check it. Yo, we out here. Yo, we out here drinking some bottles. Me and my we going full throttle.
Hey.
I'm about to punch you in your face. Call you brace face. Hit you so hard, why you got a metal head?
Hey.
Are you dumb? But I'm kinda crazy. If you look at me, I'm about to go blicky blicky.
Hey.
But your girl and your mother giving me sicky sicky.
Hey. Chicky bop, I'ma come at you like I'm aiming for the top. Got a brand new Glock that I put it on the side. In my hip, I'ma just let you know that you might be alive. By tonight, I'ma take a brand new flight. Got into a JFK on a flight, Terminal 4. I'ma bust it down the door. I got like a Tommy gun, I'ma spray it on the floor. Cause you laying down, I don't play around cause now you's on the ground. Keep it 9/11 like a tower down. Tower down, what? Tower down, you better just cower down. Don't speak up, cause you know I'm gonna speak up. I'm louder like a fucking lion in the jungle. Who's up? We up, never down. Coming out here, you acting like you a clown. Stupid bitch, come and suck this dick. I was like standing and you were just kneeling on your shit. I'm like the only type of kneeling is when I'm proposing. I'm out here, I'm chosen. I'm out here proposing to the one that I want. The love of my life.
Hey.
No strife. I just need me a wife. A baddie. In the sheets. And you know I'm gonna write this shit up like a sheet of paper. I'm always chasing that cheddar, that paper, that new lemon lime. I'm taking on my time, sipping, crazy shitting, out here licking the nicks. I'ma take a pause, and you know I'ma color this cause that's what I do when I'm in town. Slow it down, I'm passing to my grown brother Tashi from the towns.
Yo, I'm from the town, but you know I'm brown. Straight up, I wear the crown right on my head. I'm the King Kong. Yo,
King Kong. King Kong. You're like the Chinese ladies playing ping pong.
Hey.
But I'ma go crazy. My boy Andre say y'all need wives, but what you guys gotta do is really get alive.
Hey.
My boy Tashi and Andre, we are about to side.
Hey, that's what's up. See, that's good. That's good.
That was
That was not bad. That was not bad. You see?
Yo, I think is that 10 minutes every time you guys doing this now?
Yeah.
You guys.
We're gonna do like 3 instrumentals.
Yeah,
Three or
2
two or three.
What?
But are you guys
Usually
are
3.
are you guys gonna show it and the
Yeah, this is full, bro. What do you think? I'll cut
but
this off.
You guys use the
Yeah, that's no, bro.
It's like a filler word.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta cut it out.
I'm not using
I'm trying to
that.
cut it. Yeah, I'm trying to cut it out.
You know.
All right, so this is a challenge. All right, we do 2 bars, right? So we say like 2 bars, and when you say 2 bars, you pass it on to the next guy.
Okay.
So it's like yeah. So it's like I'll say 2 bars, you'll say 2 bars, and you'll say 2 bars. It's like we
I think that's
passing
much
off the
better.
rap. So like it makes us like really think hard.
Who's going first?
I'll go first. It's easy. All right, it's the last song.
That sounds good.
Let's do it.
Hopefully this beat is good. I think it's good.
Yeah. Living a life. I need me a baddie. I need me a wife. Yeah. I needed the cash. I'm living the house.
That's the 2 bar.
That's not the 2 bar. I'm getting that clout. I'm passing it now. Yeah. Go.
Yeah, living in that cloud 9, motherfucker. I'ma pass it to my bro right now.
That's too quick.
Hey,
I think it's 2 bars.
Good.
2 bar meaning 2 lines?
No, 2 bars. Okay.
Oh,
we'll stick
2
with-
bars. Okay.
Yeah, 2
Okay,
bars. So
I
it's like
think
4
it's
lines.
nice.
Like 4 lines.
Okay.
4 lines.
It's
Live in
like
that
4 lines.
cloud. Me and my bros, we shout.
Hey.
Sipping on lean.
Sipping on.
Boy, I don't give you no damn.
It's hard. Chilling out here because I'm so hard. Everyone knows like a college bard. You could call me Bart. No, I ain't Marge. I'm Homer.
Yo, everybody know I got no SARS. But I drive fast cars. I be smoking nicotine like all these tars.
Oh, Taurus, I don't know what that mean. Girls, we sipping on that lean. I got a gun, shooting kind of fast. Beam.
Pow. Yeah, beam. I'm talking beam on the Glock. I just want chips with my guac. I'm chilling out here with the stocks. I'm making that money, then it drop. Hey.
Yo, I be making it drop. drop on the strip club. I have never been there, but I know you gotta drop some money in there.
Talking about that strip club. When we done with that, we out to the pub.
Hey, hey.
Ain't no word, just some wordplay.
Ain't no words. I'ma go, hey, yeah. Got me a bitch. Whoa. She gave me this itch, and I'm like, no hoes.
Yo, check. I flow with this. I got it with this. Just thinking from my dome. Yeah. Hey, it's getting hard, bro. It's getting hard with that beat, bro.
It's hard to go after Tashi.
It is.
You gonna blame me, bro?
No. It's your first time, so you don't know.
No, it's hard to go after your words.
Yo, guys.
Your wordplay. You're like
Tars.
Tars. I'm gonna go off that.
I play my guitars.
I'm like, well, he said
Yo,
Tars.
you know what's tars, right? Is that when you smoke and there's the tar, like that's greasy.
Tar. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So playing my guitar. I mean, I give you so many definition of tars, guitars, sitar.
No, because you were talking about strip club and then tar. I'm like,
How did he?
I said I was smoking a cigarette with my nicotine, and I get some tars or something.
oh.
No, but bro, I'm
That's
whack.
good.
But I bet you next time I'm gonna come more.
I feel like you're in
more
there,
rapping.
man. Just keep practicing.
Do you feel me? I feel like Andre, Andre is definitely like in a pro level. Sonam is like Sonam is like an amateur level, and I'm like, I'm just not even a rapper, bro. I'm
Yeah, but that's
Anyway,
good.
guys,
Yeah.
this is it for today. We're almost past an hour and 30 minutes. So thank you guys for so much for watching, liking, comment. Sorry if it's a little dark in here. I didn't expect it to get this dark, but yeah, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't know. You don't have a channel, right?
I do have channel. I do have channels, but I'm not promoting it right now.
Yeah.
It's like a separate channel. This is just for like helping with people with certain things. But I am eventually gonna come up with a channel.
That's what's up.
So make sure to follow my brother. Shout out for him for coming.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, a lot of
I feel like
wisdom.
we talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Like really,
I learned a lot.
I wanted to ask you guys a lot more things. No, you know what it is? I'm still beginning, so I didn't even want to talk about wisdom. But you know,
But you were going on.
You were going off. I was like, damn.
I was waiting for you to change the subject.
Overflow wisdom. I was like,
But you guys understand? Like you could tell I'm so passionate because my spirit speaks with the.
Yeah, we're
with
definitely
my
gonna
words.
have you back. Yeah,
You know what
I
I
mean?
feel like he was talking so much. I see that white shit coming out.
he's getting dry.
He's like sweaty.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
AC on.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast. We will post up on our next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You guys have any questions? We're free and open up to questions and anything like that. And we'll see you on the next one.
And like always, guys, you gotta say
DUMO.
that. That's the new thing.
Like always, guys.
See you guys on the next
podcast.